Now imagine you know someone and suddenly they died. Suddenly they died in an unexpected way, God forbid. And then we start to look at them completely differently. We look back at their life. So what are we going to remember from their life usually? Some special moments that we interact with them. Those meaningful moments. Right after the death, suddenly I see the big picture of the person. When we take people for granted, when a person disappears, we see the holiness, we see the greatness, we see the special qualities and the blessings. It's interesting, in the Torah, the portion that being read after this portion called Acharey called Kedoshim, means holiness. And it says always after the death, then people are holy. Very often, many Kabbalists, while they were alive, people spoke bad about him. After they left this world, he's a holy. It's very easy to see the holiness after a person died. To see the bigger picture of our own life is to see it as if it's after the death. Imagine I view every moment as if it's a meaningful moment, as if I just experienced someone's death and I remember those important things. So what I do, what I say, the way I react, is that's going to be remembered after the death, or is just to fill up the gap in the space? And that's the question. And if we're able to ask ourselves really these questions, we'll realize that a lot of the moments in our life, we don't really stand behind them. We don't really take it too seriously. It's not the moments that if I truly see that maybe death will come, it's not the moments that necessarily will be remembered and will be noticeable. For some reason, when we visit a family that someone passed away, there's an experience of seeing the bigger picture. Suddenly things comes into perspective. The all ego issues, the all little thing that bothering us are not an issue anymore. Why? Because we see the big picture. As we're approaching Passover, which Passover, like Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah, it's cleansing. But the difference is between Passover and Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. In Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, it's the time we cleanse specific negative things we've done. I did this, I did that, I heard that person, I spoke bad about that person. That's what we do in all the period of, we're going back to moments that I created negativity or I didn't express enough positivity. In Passover is different. In Passover we're cleansing our heart from our negative traits that maybe we carry within us. So it's not about necessarily something bad that I've done or not. It's some negativity I'm carrying, because in this world there's 3 types of negativity we came to cleanse. One is negative things I've done, which as long as I didn't do anything to transform myself and to cleanse it and to take responsibility for this and to shift it and to remorse it and to going through the test of going through it again and overcoming it, that negativity will be force of chaos in the world and in my life. So this is one category of negativity. What is the second negativity we came to cleanse? One is negative things I've done. What's the other thing? Negative traits I'm carrying within me. If I've done something negative or not, it's more the heart. I'm carrying it with me. It's part of my tikkun, part of my life, part of why I came in this world. That's the second category. And to transform myself as a human being, it's not enough just, okay, I took responsibility for negative action that I've done. As long as in my heart there's still negative traits, ego, pride, arrogance, judgment, and this type of negativity within me, I'm still not connecting to the light of the Creator. Maybe physically I appeared okay, but I still disconnect, because to become one with the light is to be like the light, not just to act like the light. One is to act like the light, but another thing is to be like the light. So it means purifying from all these negative attributes I'm carrying within me. That's the second level of negativity. What is the third type of negativity we came to clear in this world? Negative things was done to me. Why do I need to cleanse it? The other person who did it to me need to cleanse it. Why do I need to cleanse it? Because as long as I perceive this category of negativity as a bad thing, sooner or later it makes me a victim. So even though the other person did it to me, but doesn't matter, it's negativity. It's feeling bad for myself, letting that pain affect my life, being a victim, being judgmental, holding grudge. So even those experiences I need to cleanse. I need to cleanse. But those two experiences, which is negativity happened to me and things I've done to others, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, that's what we're fixing. In Passover, it's about clearing my heart from the negativity I'm carrying as my essence, that blocking my essence. If I've done or not, it's two things, but it's clearing my soul, clearing my heart, clearing the attributes that I need to transform. And Nadav and Avihu in Yom Kippur help us to cleanse the other types of negativity, but also this negativity. To be in a place of seeing the big picture, or differentiate between right and wrong, is being after the death. I'm in a consciousness, I'm in a place of awareness. I'm in a place I'm seeing the big picture. I'm not caught up with the nonsense. When I'm just after the death, when I'm seeing that departure, when I'm midst of that departure, I'm just seeing and feeling the bigger picture. That's what after the death really it's about. So that's by itself cleansing my blindness to see clearly my stuff. Meaningful moment. It's after death. As if it's after our death, God forbid. How do I look at life? How do I look at situation? How do I look at good and bad? You know, we're spending so much time comparing ourselves with other people. You know, I'm pretty spiritual comparing to other people. Do you think after the death, right when the soul, it says in the Zohar, sees everything that I've done right and wrong, and sees the light, and see how far I am from the light, do you think my soul cares if I'm better than someone else or not? What I truly care is what do I need to do to cleanse myself in front of the light? Do you think my soul care to mention all the good things that I've done? My soul care just to connect with the light without excuses. After death consciousness. Do you think we feel a victim after that? Do you think we have time to complain? When I'm feeling that moment of it just gone, and I see the importance of someone else or myself, is it really all those little things that we occupied in our life really staying with us? No. What is cleansing? What is to cleanse? Because that's what it's about, purification and cleansing. What is to cleanse ourselves? I'm pure, I'm holy. What is to cleanse? How would you define cleansing? Closer to the light, seed leaven, removing klipot. But it begins with seeing clearly the big picture. It's like when I see things in a dense way, it's thick, I don't see, I'm blind. And whenever a person going through major pain or someone's death, suddenly the blinders are going and I'm seeing the bigger picture. Wow, I was too caught up. Purify ourselves is to remove the blinders. That's it. The Rav said many times, what is the power of Satan over us? It's one. We don't see him. We don't see his negativity. We don't see the clouds. We don't see the nonsense. We don't see that we caught up. We don't see that we're spending so much energy in nonsense. You know, we don't have the strength. Sometimes we know I'm disconnected, but I don't have the strength to see how and what. I'm getting beyond that clouds that I'm at. That's his power. At the moment we see Satan, we see light, that's already big part of the answer because I'm connected. The density is the blindness that we have. And after death, Suddenly there's a clarity. Then we go back. It's like a person driving, sees major car accident. We slow down, we're looking, we say, wow, what a miracle. And how long does it take us to speed up? Then we go back to our own. After a little bit, we go back to our own routine. That's human nature. But the gift that we want is the gift of purification, the gift of being cleansed, the gift of seeing clearly everything. We need shocking experiences in life to be purified and to see. Give me examples in your life about certain experiences that purified you and made you, wow, I see now the difference between right and wrong. It can be death of someone, it can be disease. Can you share? Anybody would like to share? Those moments that suddenly, wow, this is illusion, this is reality. Divorce, okay, painful divorce. Suddenly you see things differently. Birth of a baby. Good. Possible loss of freedom. Near-death experience. Sure. Suicide. Wow. Financial losses. Breakup of relationship. Sickness. Embarrassment. Okay. So most of what we heard is not such a positive experiences. After the fact, they were positive. One of them was birth, was pretty positive, but the rest was pretty negative, if you think. And the question is, that's what life is about? Of course, in real life, we have to go through those experiences as a wake-up. But the gift before Passover that we have, that we can get that cleansing, that purification, that seeing the big picture without needing to go through the chaos and the pain that we mentioned. We don't have to go through it. It's not about the account for negative specific things. It's more about the attributes that I need to change. So at night, before going to sleep, it's a good thing is to visual your funeral. And the Kabbalists used to do it actually daily, to visual your funeral and to see the pain around you and to see who is close, who is not, who is there for you, who is not. And in that light, to ask yourself a question. What's important? What do I want to cleanse? What do I want to shift? Is it okay the way I'm at? Forget about comparing to other people. Forget about saying relative to what I went through and my difficulties, it's okay. Forget about it. I want no limitations. The impact that I had, how your soul feel, wow, I wish I'll be here another 10 minutes, another 10 days, another month I could do 1, 2, 3. I wish I would let go of this something in my heart, in that way to bring the bigger picture into place. Partially is the positive. You know, there's time for everything. And actually, it says, Rabbi Shlach saying that most of the day, you need to appreciate the good that you have, the blessing and the good, and to do good. But every day you need to dedicate time to see the thing you need to grow. And it's less time than the good. Nevertheless, before Passover, since we want to use the universe power to cleanse us, we want to reveal the things that need to change and not to be blind to them.